This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is
Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad on Thursday, May 8th. Let's jump right into today's session. A lot of headline news today. Basically, before I jump into the breadth numbers, there was a big party at the Oval Office today with regards to the new US-UK unfinished trade deal. Apparently, the details need to still be ironed out for the next few weeks, but they preemptively, joyously announced it today. It's kind of like the fake steak in the Matrix. I guess we're just going to have to believe that this trade deal is done and it will be good for both sides. However, I do want to note a lot of the headlines say Dow closes 200 points higher after the trade deal is announced with UK. But no one's mentioning the fact that the Dow lost 370 plus points from the highs of the day. Yeah, well, that's what happened. We were up really nicely after lunch hour. In the last 30 minutes, we sold off. A lot of those gains were given back. And one other chart that I want to kind of point out here is XLF, which is the ETF for financials. Look at where we are in the show notes. This is a Heikin-Ashi candle chart. We tried to get above the 78.6 fib retracement level from the highs anchored to the lows of tariff reciprocal cancellation, but got turned away a little bit. Now, out of all of the bullish areas of the market, the semiconductors have lagged behind everyone else, and XLF, JP Morgan, those type of names, and the big mega caps have done really well. So we want to watch to see if XLF has enough power to get above this 78.6 Fibonacci retracement. Without further ado, let's look at breadth. I have a jam-packed podcast episode today, but I'll try to be as concise as possible. We had 228 new highs versus 144 new lows on the NYSE. 65% were advancing versus 31% declining, 42% below the 50 and 66% below the 200-day moving average. Looking at Mega Cap and Mag 7, pretty much green across the board, while NVIDIA and semis sold off a bit toward the close, as did a lot of risk areas. We still close green. Microsoft up 1.1%, NVIDIA up 0.25%, Apple up 0.6%, Amazon 1.79%, Tesla up the most, 3.1% of the Mag 7, Alphabet / Google was up 1.9%, and even Meta closed up marginally 0.2%. Healthcare as a group lagged today, down 0.9%. Utilities was down 0.8%. Consumer defensive was down 0.5%. Real estate was down 0.3%. To the upside, industrials led the way, up 1.4%. Consumer cyclical was also up 1.4%. Energy 1.1%. Tech 0.89%. Financials 0.6%. And communication services up 0.5%. So let's transition here a little bit to walk through what was strong, what was weak, but I did want to note there were 7 profitable NASDAQ companies that made new highs today. In the S&P, you had names like Axon Enterprise up 14%, EPAM Systems 12.9%, Enphase Energy 12.1%, Paycom Software 8.9%, Palantir up 7.5%, Delta Airlines 7.2%, Dayforce 7.1%, Corteva 7.04%, Occidental Petroleum 6.3%, Devon Energy 5.5%, United Airlines, 5.3.
We can't forget that this is just a small taste of the in-depth analysis that Not Your Advisor provides. They don't just throw numbers at you, they connect the dots, find those hidden trends, and help you understand what's driving the markets.
If you want the full picture, you got to check out the full Not Your Advisor episode.
Don't forget to subscribe to notyouradvisor.com.
And all their premium content. I mean, it's like having a direct line to what's really going on in the market.
It is. It really is. They cut through all the BS and give you the kind of info that you just won't find anywhere else.
Think about this. Investing is all about making decisions that work for you and your goals. You're the one in control.
Not Your Advisor can give you the map, but you choose where you want to go.
And with that empowering thought, we'll sign off. Happy investing.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.